Hi parents, welcome to 8th grade physical science. This year your children will be learning physics and chemistry. We're starting with chemistry first. So I just want to go over my Google Classroom, how it works, and my website. So all of our Google Classrooms are set up similar. You have the period, the block, and the day in the top heading, physical science. They can access our Google Meet by clicking on this link, which they have already figured out. All of the work is posted under classwork. So we have our daily lessons. This is only if I need to do a pre-recorded lesson, maybe for people that are at home or on Wednesdays. I'll post it here, but I won't post every lesson there because other times they are in our website. So for the most part, we're going to be using our physical science website. And once I start class and after I take attendance, I tell them where they need to click. And the students at home are able to see my screen, and the students in class, I've been trying to have the students in class do different things. So in school, we're trying to do more hands-on projects, and at home, we're trying to do more of the lecture or note-taking. And then if you have a child that is full remote, I sent a packet home. So they are following for the most part, they're following the last of the alphabet students for any of the hands-on projects. So I'm recording myself, showing them how to do it so that way they can work ahead and they're not being held back by me taking the attendance and giving the instruction here, but I keep the Google Meet open so that way they can come in if they have any questions or don't understand the video that I made for them. So I do want to show the physical science website. So this is where most of our material is going to be found. And like I said, we're starting with chemistry. But I'm going to go to home first just to show you my supply list is here. I highly recommend having your child and you join my Remind, which is over here. The supply list I'll open up in 1 second to show you. But the way you would get on if you want to have text messages sent to you, you dial 81010, and then you text the message at 2021 Edson. And I will send messages home if students owe anything as a group, or if they need to bring any supplies in for any projects that we're working on, or if they need to send pictures of projects that they've already completed at home. So I'll send messages home often. Also, the email, if you want emails instead of text messages, you will join this way. So the school supply list. Obviously a charged Chromebook every day, but if their Chromebook tends to die fast, I do have outlets throughout my classroom so they know that they are allowed to charge their Chromebook in school, in my classroom if they want to. I also even offered if they're in school and their Chromebook is dying during lunch, they can come in and charge it during lunch if they want to. Pens and pencils, obviously something to write with. We're going to be doing something called sketch notes this year, so you can ask. We've already talked about it. We've already taken our first sketch notes, so you can ask your child what that is if you're curious. But with that, they need a black fine tip marker, colored pencils to color it in. They could also use crayons if you prefer crayons, whiteout for any mistakes that they might make, and usually I provide Scotch tape and colored pencils and crayons and whiteout, but since we are trying to limit how much sharing of materials we are doing this year, I asked that they have Scotch tape. We are also going to be doing a project later in the year that will require, we're actually going to do two projects with this, but it will require a 2-liter soda bottle, empty. So any parties that you're going to have, Thanksgiving, maybe over Christmas break, winter break, if you don't drink soda at home, please let me know. But if you do attend a party and they're drinking soda, maybe you can think to save the 2-liter soda bottle for them. If you're a family that drinks a lot of soda, it would be great if you save some for other students that may not drink soda. But just let me know if for any reason you can't get any of these materials, and I'll be happy to try to help out. So with chemistry, we are going in order. This is the order that I'm teaching. So we've already started with electricity, and we made nameplates with their, I'll actually show you, I have one right here. So they made nameplates that now they built a circuit. I don't know if you can see that that's lit up, but behind it you can see the light going on, possibly. So it's going on when it's wired, and they made their name using the periodic table of elements. Not right now, honey. I'm doing a video. We're going to be moving on to the wire maze, but this is the instructions, and then we're going to go right into the atoms. So I like to start with electricity because it teaches them about the atom, because the way electricity works is from electrons jumping from atom to atom. So that's how we're going to start with chemistry. And any of these words that have lines underneath means that there is a link to go with it. And the students already know that, but I just want you to know also, you can access my website, so you can kind of follow along and have an idea of where we are. Since you can't access Google Classroom because you need an Ocean school email address, you can at any time access my website. So you can see where we are. You can see that I have a lot of links. I do need to add more links to this, but I do have a lot of links that will bring them right to the assignments. So if they don't know where to find it on Google Classroom, when I go over how to find it, they can find it on the website. So that's pretty much it. I hope if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. I'm hoping to do a lot of hands-on projects. I always do a lot of group work. That's pretty much how I teach, is having them do a lot of projects together. So I'm hoping that I'm still going to be able to do, if not group work, individual hands-on projects. So I want to keep them busy in school so they're not really doing a lot of screen time. But I am available for them whenever they need to. My extra help days are going to be Wednesdays before school, so 7:15. But I need to know that they need the extra help beforehand, and I could also do any other day after school. But I just need a heads up so that I know that I need to be on, so that I can work with your child. I just added a few things after I recorded the video for you that I just wanted to go over that I think will help you a little bit more with your child. Under classwork again, with the daily lessons, I added an assignment checklist, and I will try to keep that at the top. On the checklist, I am updating it daily or as I add more assignments. But if you have your child open it up, you'll see the assignments that I have already assigned and the dates they are due. Now, some of them toward the bottom, I may have assigned them to some of the classes, but not all of the classes, or half of the class that is in class or at home, but not everybody has seen it yet. So if you're looking toward the bottom and you ask your child, what's the mystery tube? Not everybody has seen what the mystery tube is, but you can see that by October 7th, everybody not only should understand it and have seen it, but it should be turned in by then. So I'm just going to keep an ongoing list of the assignments that I'm going to be grading, especially right on here. So you can always ask your child if you feel like they're maybe a little behind or they're not sure what they're supposed to be working on. You can ask them to open up this completed assignment list, and that will definitely help. So again, it's under the daily lessons under classwork. And in addition to that, I really want all of your children to have their cameras on. Not only is it really hard to get to know your children if they're staying at home, they're not coming in at all. But this is the way we're going to build a better rapport and get to know your children. And I feel like that's really important, especially right now. But in addition to that, it's also very easy for children to come on and log on and then disappear. And then they're missing the instruction. So I want to make sure that the camera's on so I can see all their faces. So if there's any reason that your child cannot be on camera, we are not recording any of the lessons. If I am adding a recording, it's one that I'm doing by myself, just like I'm doing right here. So if there's any reason that your child cannot show their face, please send me a personal email. Otherwise, I do expect them to show their face, or I will have to say that they're not present for the lesson. I also want you, if you have any specific questions, please send me a personal email. If you are not sure how to get to my email, if you go to the useful links in the website, oops, I accidentally clicked on Screencastify. Sorry about that. If you go to the useful links right here, you can click here and that will automatically generate an email. But also, if you do join my Remind account, which is on home, and I already did the video beforehand, but if you join my Remind account, then you can just send me a text message and it would be a lot easier for me to get back to you. All right, I look forward to a great year this year.